What is up? We are back. This dick is up. Man, what is up? Another day. It's cold to the motherfucker outside. God damn. Nigga was just complaining about it was hot. Now it's cold as fuck. Man. There's so much shit to discuss. Man. How y'all feel? Joe Biden's the president. Did didn't change your economic movement? Are you making more money now that Joe Biden's the president? Niggas act like Jesus. Niggas act like Jesus came back. Man, I'm your boy. You already know what it is and where we going, where we need to be. Been clowning Sucker Free since 2003. Ain't no finessing over here, so you can't finesse me. Not one bit. I got too many family members and shit for that. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that's finessing and not doing what the fuck they don't need to be doing, but doing the shit that they think they supposed to be doing by borrowing and begging and pleading just to get a couple of dollars. So shout out to those niggas. Shout out to all the motherfuckers running to the polls to vote, thinking that it was gonna change their economic circumstances. Niggas still gotta go to work. Shit, niggas still gotta go do what they gotta do. So shout out to all you dreaming motherfuckers that keep dreaming. So go ahead and keep dreaming, clown. Shout out to all motherfuckers that's like, if you gonna vote, you might as well get something for your vote. So shout out to them too. Shout out to the finessers. Again, I gotta say it, because it's finessers that's using this whole election to finesse. Like, man, who you vote for? Shit, I vote for Trump, man. Why, man? Because I'm broke, man. And shit, he trying to make sure the tax bracket stay good. But shit, while we talk about, man, let me get $20. Nigga, that tax bracket is not for your broke ass. For niggas that's got bread. Fuck out of here. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that know what this life is about. Know that you are a God experiencing a human being experience. We are all gods among men, especially if you're melanated. Now, I can't speak for Europeans, but if you're melanated, you're a god. Shout out to everybody that's on that CMOS shake. That's what I'm drinking right now. I got my lemon water and my CMOS shake. Again, shout out to Freedom Paper Company for the ass paper, because they are about to have a shortage on shit paper, so you might as well go fuck with them. Shout out to everybody that's out there trying to hustle and grind and go to the corn plantation. I know how it is. It's not fun, especially when it's cold. It's not fun when it's hot. It's fun when it's just right. When it's hot, it's fucked up. When it's cold, it's fucked up. So shout out to all you motherfuckers that's handling business. Shout out to all the anti-finesses as well. Motherfuckers that know how to see that finesse coming a mile away and be like, nah, nigga, you gotta go somewhere else with that shit. That's not working over here. Fuck out of here. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's fighting the system of racism, white supremacy, and trying to establish a system of justice. And shout out to motherfuckers that's like, well, since I voted, I'm good now. Everything gonna change. My boss gonna change. They not gonna treat me fucked up. Shout out to you dumbass niggas too. and also, shout out to motherfuckers that's like, shit, my shit ain't gonna change here regardless of who the fuck win. I gotta go get it regardless to win. Shit, I gotta get up and go to the court plantation every goddamn day, even on Saturday and Sunday. Shout out to my motherfuckers that's working late night, trying to pay those bills. Hey, shout out to niggas that got real bills too, man. Because there's a lot of niggas that don't got real bills that will commingle with motherfuckers that got real bills and then be sitting up here talking to you like they got the same amount of bills as you. I suggest if you got real bills, rent, mortgage, power bill, gas bill, trash bill, whatever, you should hang out with people that got those same type of bills. If they don't have those same type of bills, you don't need to be hanging out with them, because they can never understand what it's like to be you and look at you from a standpoint of give me what you got. Well, Gimme got shot and laid down. So you gotta understand what it is. And shout out to all my motherfuckers that believes that Joe Biden is comparison to Jesus Christ. Instead of a COVID vaccination, we need a sambo vaccination, a sambo vaccine. We need that ASAP. Why you say that, Warren? I'm going to get into it today. And why would I say that? And I'm saying that because it is. Why is it that we don't understand that samboing ain't gonna get you nowhere. So we gonna get on that today. Shout out to everybody that's watching them Sambos and Coons and telling about the gunline bosses and Hayward Shepherds at the job. Watch them, because they will prostitute their last. And matter of fact, it ain't just niggas on the job. It's niggas everywhere. It's niggas that will power to the people. And then shit, they'll flip it, go to the courts, do all kinds of shit. Do the most fuckeriest, non-integrous bullshit that you've ever seen in your life. So shout out to those motherfuckers too. Because they're the ones who make you draw that line of demarcation of where to be and where not to be. And last but not least, shout out to the niggas and the women that's just trying to get their fuck on and kick it, smoke a little weed, drink a little Henny, and get their fuck on. Shout out to y'all too, man. Hey, do your thing. Man, we about to get into it right now, man. I ain't gonna be here long. I got a lot of shit going on. Man, tired like a motherfucker. Real tired, but I thought I'd hit y'all up. Look, man, y'all motherfuckers need to stop this crying, whining, and samboing. Now, for my older black folk, we can't really do nothing with them. They've been conditioned and socialized to be jumping up in joy for Joe Biden. Just let that go. But I'm talking about the motherfuckers that I would say at least 45 to 50 and down. You should know what the fuck is going on. And man, I was laughing. Shout out to my brother Steven Jackson from the oh God, what's that podcast he got with Matt Burns? The Up and Smoke podcast, or We Want to Smoke? I forgot what the name of their podcast is. It's a great podcast. It's on Showtime and on YouTube. But man, Steven Jackson had me rolling. And that nigga had me rolling because I was like, damn, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, damn, man, these niggas are just crying. And I'm not talking about the niggas that's older. You know, that you know, when you get in your 60s and your 70s, man, you just look at things differently. And I understand that. But when you're young, man, you gotta put up some type of a fight. You know what I mean? And the thing about that is, here, hold on, I'm looking for, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. All the Smoke. That's what it's called. All the Smoke podcast. So shout out to Steven Jackson, man. He be having me dying laughing because he be saying some real shit. Y'all niggas need to go listen to Steve Jackson. Steven Jackson is the shit. Because he just say what's on his heart. He broke it down about it when he was about to get married. That lady didn't want to sign that prenup. And how she kept trying to file child support in different states. He was breaking down a lot of shit. Very, very knowledgeable brother. Niggas need to go listen to him. But man, we about to get on people that's crying and whining. I have to play all this shit. I couldn't even get through it because I was laughing so fucking hard. But I'm going to play it right now. It's your boy, Van Jones, just crying and, you know, oh my God, crying about the election and just the sambo shit. We need a vaccine. We need a sambo vaccination. Send this to anybody that's on the same page as us. Somebody need to come up with like an anti-sambo kit. We need an anti-sambo kit. And it needs to be a vaccination in that kit. Something to what, I don't know. Maybe in the kit we need to put hidden colors in there. We need to put a whole bunch of shit in there, man, and be like, here, give it to you. You need the Sambo kit, man. And you're going to need about 48 hours of the Sambo kit. And then after that, that'll be your rehab and you'll come out and you'll be a changed person. Because these motherfuckers in the fucking crying and whining and I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't understand where the fuck this shit is coming from. But when you want some butter biscuits and some Hansel and Gretel crumbs, you will buck dance and you will do whatever the fuck you need to do, just like niggas on the job. I'm not saying you're not supposed to go to work a job. I work a job. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm not supposed to work for the corporate plantation. I'm just saying go there and get the fuck out of there. That doesn't mean you go there and be, if your boss come in there crying, you want me crying, boss? I don't even know why we crying, but I'm crying because my boss is crying. Like that type of shit. It's like the, oh no, they done killed Master. That shit, that Steven from Django shit. It's like, I don't get it. So we got to get into it, man. I'm going to play this shit. And I want y'all to really just listen. You go watch the video on your own, but I really want you to just listen to the audio. I really want y'all to listen to it, man, because I was laughing so motherfucking hard when I heard this shit. This shit had me dying laughing. Because I was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? But everybody can't be saved. So I want y'all to listen to this. So here, let me play this shit. I gotta play it, man. This shit had me rolling. Here we go.
Kids, character matters. It matters.
This is Van Jones, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to lie. But y'all need to listen to this shit.
Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters.
Being a good person matters to whom? Because black folk have been good people since we've been here the last 450 years. But we ain't got shit from it. But lied on, cheated on, lynched, Jim Crowed, redlined. But you talking about being a good person? Man, nigga, what? Oh, man.
And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country.
First of all, Muslim, what the fuck does that got to do with black folk? This is the shit that I'm talking about, man. We so busy jumping down Cube, and I get it. A lot of people are upset with Cube, and he shouldn't be dealing with either party, but these are the same people that go vote. Now, the people that don't vote, and they like, fuck it, do for self, don't even fuck with them, I get that too. But I feel like this. If you follow Dr. Claude Anderson's principles, then you better leverage your vote to get something out of it. Quid pro quo, something for something. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. If not, then bow down.
You don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here.
You don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here.
If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to.
Boy, black folk love to talk about immigrants, but we will not talk about each other. And I'm talking about in the good life. We will not big each other. We will not stand on the principle of black folk, foundational black Americans, native blacks building this country. We will never talk about that, but we'll talk about immigrants and Muslims and everything else. That minority coalition, that broad and ambiguous term bullshit to get everybody in the inclusive bullshit, but really benign neglecting your own people.
Be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason.
Oh, man.
This is vindication for a lot of people.
This nigga. We need a sambo vaccination right away. I need to get the music for this nigga. Mammy.
Who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe.
Man, nigga, what? But George Floyd died, clown ass nigga. Oh my God. George Floyd died. Eric Gardner died. Who else do we need to talk about? Come on, man. Stop comparing Muslims and people of color to black folk who are descendants of black folk who built this country, who are getting treated like third-class citizens in a country that you built. That's like you building a house and a nigga treating you, make you go sleep in the doghouse. Well, you sleep in the doghouse. This is my house. I have the big house. You got the doghouse. And then you like, okay. And then you like, but I built out. Oh, well, get the fuck out. Man, stop. You sound dumb. And it's funny as fuck.
Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know. And you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you. And you're worried about your kids and you're worried about your...
Afraid to show their racism? Man, nigga, that's what you want. You want to know where you stand with people. You don't want people to be hiding that shit. Oh, you want... Thank you. Because like I told y'all, niggas want Joe Biden. They want covert anti-black racists. They want a motherfucker that'll smile with them and then nigga all behind your back, because that makes black folk feel better. That's because a lot of times I feel like us, when it comes to this political shit, we don't have no self-esteem either. We just, they give us the options and then we go with it and then we shame other black folk for not. It's almost the church syndrome. You don't go to church? Oh shit, you ain't gonna go to heaven. Nigga, what? And then when you be like, well, where's heaven at? And tell me what it look like. Because I want to know who's going to come and get me when I die. Tell me. And then when you tell motherfuckers that, they get mad. I'm not talking about older people. I'm talking about young people. So you don't even know what the fuck is going on. You don't know what books they took out the Bible, what they put in it. You don't even know what none of this shit means. And this is being translated. So you don't know what the fuck this is about. Do you really know what it's about? Well, yeah, man, because the stuff that Jesus said is in red. Man, that's because they put it in red. You don't know who is Jesus? The motherfucker be like, well, I think, then they try to get on your side. Well, I think Jesus is black. Okay, fine. But who is he? Because the letter J is only 900 years old, but they said he's 2,000 years old. So how does that work? So was that his real name? Then you start, man, see, you one of them brothers, man. Can't you just, come on, just go along to get along? Nigga, you go along to get along when you at work every fucking day. But then when you get out of work, motherfuckers still want you to, I think more black folk want more black folk to be Cypher from the Matrix. They don't want you to think outside the box and be like, you know what, I need to jack out of the Matrix because this shit is not real.
Sister, and can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together.
You spent so much of your life energy trying to keep it together. Because I'm a sambo. And you guys need to understand, if you're going to be on CNN, you better be a LGBTQ, LMNOP, XYZ, or you better be a sambo like me, a bald-headed motherfucker that's a sambo. Because that's the only way it's going to work. The fuck out of here, nigga.
And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some.
The big deal is for whom?
Peace. And have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters.
Nigga, what? Malcolm X was a good man, and they used black folk to kill him. Martin Luther King was a good man, and they used white folks to kill him. So what do you mean? What do you mean? They were good men. Those were good men. The Black Panthers, they were good men, but they were infiltrated by J. Edgar Hoover, a white supremacist and anti-black racist. He wanted to seek out and destroy the next black messiah. Go read the book, The Burglary. Go read that book. So what do you mean? Those were good men? No, what happened was it took white folk that's like, hey, this is some bullshit. Let's air out this white motherfucker's dirty. Those white folks, for the most part, a lot of white folks, they don't exist. Y'all need to go get the book, The Burglary. I've been talking about that book for the last 2 years. That book basically breaks down how white folks plotted and was like, we're going to break into the FBI building. So they broke into the FBI building in Pennsylvania, close to Philadelphia, somewhere in Pennsylvania. I forgot where it was. And when they broke into the building, basically they were broken in there because they didn't want no war. So they was trying to figure out what was going on because Daniel Ellsberg, he had already had this book called The Pentagon Papers, which I'm going to get to. And that book basically breaks down how that war was manufactured and a whole bunch of people just died for no reason. And they just kept pushing out there because of money. So these white folks got together and they were like, well, let's break into the FBI building so we can find more things about the war. Well, they didn't understand that they was going to find something else. And then when they found all that racist shit about black folk, them motherfuckers put that shit out there and aired out that motherfucker's dirty laundry. And since J. Edgar Hoover's dumbass was writing everything down and making copies and writing everything down, they put the shit out there. You need to go get that shit. And those were good men. Fred Hampton was a good man. They orchestrated the assassination of Fred Hampton with the Chicago Police Department. Oh, yeah, exactly. The same people that murdered Laquan McDonald. Oh, and your boy Rahm Emanuel, motherfuckers, Obama's right-hand man, held the motherfucking videotape so motherfuckers didn't know so he could be reelected as mayor of Chicago. And that's Obama's man. But y'all want to tell me to be a good man, ain't nothing going to happen to you? Man, y'all niggas sound crazy. That's why it's Sambos like that perpetuating and putting out this imagery of, oh, it's just about being a good man and things will happen. No, nigga, you mean being a good, safe person. A person that's not going to be oppositional of the system.
I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. It's easy to do it the cheap way and get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around. And this is a good day for this.
So was it the cheap way when Joe 94 crime bill Biden was the architect behind the 94 crime bill that put all those black folks in prison and the 3 strikes laws and mandatory minimums and are you serious? But this is what people do. And a lot of black folks was crying. They couldn't believe it. I'm going to go out and vote. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And then when the shit don't change for black folks, I'm going to be laughing at your ass in 4 years like, yeah, that's what you suck-ass motherfuckers get for standing up there trying to vote.
Country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day. But for one,
man, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit is funny than a motherfucker. And let me tell you something. The shit ain't gonna change. And the reason why I'm saying the shit ain't gonna change, man, because they don't want it to change. Why would they want this shit to change? Y'all need to understand this, man. Why would this change for black folk? Y'all need to understand the same people that enslaved y'all, why would they want to give up power? Why? Joe Biden already told y'all. I don't care if the election is over. The nigga told y'all, he said, why should I pay for what my great-great-grandfather and grandmother did to black folk? I didn't do that. So why should I have to pay for it? So basically, I don't care if I benefit from white privilege. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying for it. That's almost telling niggas, fuck y'all niggas. I don't care if I'm benefiting from it. That ain't my problem. But dumbass niggas still, but no, Joe Biden, we still want you to be our master. We still want you to be our savior. And we's gonna convince other black folk that they should vote for you because you's our savior. And this shit ain't gonna change. And the cycle gonna continue because there's so many deaf, dumb, and blind motherfuckers that think that the shit is sweet. Well, you can think it's sweet all you fucking want. But that's up to you. But that's on you too, because I'm looking like, man, the nigga, how many times he gonna tell you? He don't fuck with niggas. And then you got Eva Longoria saying that shit about black women shouldn't get the credit. No, if you are a black woman in this country of the United States of America Incorporated and your ass is fighting, I'm talking about if you are 50 and under and you are fighting with other black folk because they don't want to vote for the less of the two evils, they don't want to choose a master, and you fighting with black folk, you need this sambo vaccination. You need it. And the reason why you need the sambo vaccination because that's the only way that you can be healed and cured from being a mammy and a sambo vaccination. No, if you're a woman, you need a mammy vaccination. You need a mammy vaccination. If you're a man, you need a sambo vaccination. We're going to have 2 types of vaccinations because it's like, God damn, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? At this point, I feel like Joe Biden could be like, fuck them niggas, and say it on TV, and that black people still be like, well, he meant ignorant people. That still make up excuses for him. Because black folk have been socialized that we always need a hero. Straight up, we always need a hero. We've always been socialized. It's almost the same mantra as when a white person says, I don't understand what was so good about Black Panther. I remember that conversation was at the Court Plantation, and my Latino brother was like, he argued this white boy down. He was like, what you mean? He was like, Black Panther was the best movie that Marvel's ever put out. What do you mean? He's like, Black Panther was dope. What are you talking about? He's like, I just don't see what the big thing, because white folk don't know any history but their history, and that's the last 400 years. They don't know the history before then. They think that they weren't in caves. They don't think that they were savages and beasts. They don't think any of that. You know what I mean? A lot of white folk have the same mentality as Victor from the underworld. What is this ruckus? You know, you need to go see that. You need to go watch that movie, The Underworld. Breaks down racism like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And a lot of white folks have Victor's mentality. But none of the elders, basically, in the underworld, they didn't give a fuck about them werewolves. They were still perpetuating the same bullshit. All of the elders, Amelia, Victor, Marcus, it is Marcus's turn to rule. One awake, 2 asleep. That is the way it's always been, Celine. That shit. Go watch The Underworld. Oh, I've watched it 1,000 times. It breaks it down in layman's terms. And I feel like there's more white supremacists that are like Victor, because the vampires were white and they lived very prestigious lives. And then the werewolves, you know, were the savages. So they want you to think. But the werewolves were stronger than the vampires. And they could go in the sunlight. Now, who do y'all know that's on this planet that can't go in the sunlight and burn the fuck up? Not us. You better go watch Blade, nigga. But here we are sitting up here crying, talking about, now, because we can go on the street and be safe for Muslims. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I swear we need for people to start holding other people accountable. But we won't. We won't. We'll still keep picking the lesser of the two evils. And right now, I'm about to play Steven Jackson. And Steven Jackson says some real shit. Let me see. I'm about to play Steven Jackson.
Good morning.
Hold on. And I'm about to play Steven Jackson's reaction. And I want y'all to hear, because I share the same sentiments as well. So I'm about to play Steven Jackson. This is the ex-Pacer, you know, the ex-NBA player that's All the Smoke podcast from Matt Barnes. This shit had me dying laughing, man. He said some real shit. Now here we go.
Good morning. I promise my brother Matt Barnes I'll stay out of politics. I won't say nothing about it because he wants to be in politics and I gotta support him. I don't want to hurt his cause in no way.
That's real. See, he already started off by letting you know, I'm trying to stay out of it because my boy want to be in it, and if he want to be in it, I'm gonna support him. That's being on code. So he's drawing the line of demarcation of how he feel about it, but he ain't gonna try to overstep no bounds.
Let me say this. All you niggas waking up crying on Instagram, crying like your life finna change, or just like we done went from shit to sugar over.
Man.
Man, y'all need to stop, bro.
That's my nigga right there. Stop. Steven Jackson had it correct, because I was thinking the same. That's why I ain't even been on Instagram. I wanted to wait until let all this shit settle and bubble, because I'm like, man, I've seen people's pictures. I voted, and I just be looking at them like, okay, and we about to see what the fuck is going to happen. And when it don't happen the way that you think it's supposed to happen, then you're going to be upset.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm staying out of politics, but y'all looking more coonish than ever. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. What y'all crying for? Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. I love it. What y'all crying for? Are you kidding me? And I want to understand why y'all crying and jumping around. Indiana grand jury decides no charges in fatal shooting of Sean Reed. Oh, yeah, that was the case where the police officer said, oh, yeah, we fucked him up. This is going to be a closed casket. Remember Sean Reed? Oh, y'all forgot about him. Y'all so busy jumping around crying about. So you'll cry for Joe Biden, but nobody will cry for Sean Reed or George Floyd except Steven Jackson and his people. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all these other people that has been lynched. Philando Castile, I don't even need to keep mentioning these people. Niggas won't cry over them, but they'll cry because Biden won, and you somehow think that things are gonna change. Let me tell you something. Anytime they give you a choice and nobody to represent you is in that choice, the fix is in. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's so funny how we either go Democrat or Republican. Basically, the Crips and the Bloods. We can't have no in between. We can't have nothing else but them two. And if you independent, that somehow never makes the ballot. And even if it does, nobody ever votes for them. It's always Democrat. That's because it's money behind that. It's anti-black racism behind that. That's why. They want you to choose. Okay, these are the two choices for these dumb motherfuckers, and they gonna choose one. We gonna make one so bad, they'll choose the other one. See, it was so much low voter turnout because niggas was so dissatisfied with Hillary Clinton and Obama, they gave you Trump to shake it up and, oh, well, man, this shit is really racist. So we got to get him out of there. And now motherfuckers think they safe because, oh, we got Trump out. You know, now we can go back to normal. And then they put coon sambo ass niggas like Van Jones in front of you to be crying and shit so you can be like, man, he's right. Now things are back to normal. Well, nigga, if y'all think niggas shit is back to normal, nigga, then that's on y'all, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. But I'm telling you right now, the fix is in. You about to get hit for a big whoop wop. I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. I'm doing a short one today because I got shit to do. Get you some sea moss in your life. Get you some myherbs.com. I gotta see what the fuck is going on in my order. But anyway, shit. I appreciate everybody listening and subscribing. If you don't fuck with it, don't subscribe. I don't give a fuck. Some niggas subscribe, some niggas don't. I'm not on here to get paid, nigga. Fuck out of here. When you at that core plantation, watch the Sambos and the Coons. And think of my Sambo kit and my Mammy kit. You need a 48-hour Sambo kit and a 48-hour Mammy kit. And I got a few ideas of what I'm gonna do. Put some Hidden Colors Tariq Nasheed DVDs in the kit. Put some CMOS in the kit. Put Dr. Claude Anderson's book. And 100 years of lynching in that kit, huh? Come up with some shit like that. That's a good idea. Sell that shit. This is the Sambo 24-hour kit. 48-hour kit or some shit. But anyway, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Listen to this while you're at the job, man. It's the best thing for you. I appreciate everybody. If you're dealing with somebody that's telling you that you should have voted and crying and all this other shit, and they 40 or 50 years old and down, guilty, nigga. They Sambo, tell them about the gun line. Hayward Shepherd, Steven from Django, Mammy. And I can't do nothing for you, man. I'm out. Peace.